Hi everyone, my name is Chrys. For today's video, I'm going to talk about 30 Seconds. 30 Seconds is a romantic suspense novella that I published in 2014. It was actually the second ebook that I had ever published. The premise revolves around a woman, Dr. Dani Hart, who finds herself in the middle of a war between a deadly mob and a police force. And a lot happens. It's an exciting story. There's also romance, of course, because it's romantic suspense. Just how Dani gets in the middle of the mob and the police force, you find out in the beginning in chapter 1. But let's just say that the mob mistakes her for the man who came in and infiltrated their group to try to take down their mob boss, their leader. And of course, if you try to take down the leader, if you try to take down a mob boss, nothing good can come from that. So she is immediately threatened, and pretty much will she survive? She does have an officer helping her out, and exactly why he's helping her out, as I said, is explained right in the beginning. So you get all the questions for why is the mob after her, and who is this officer, and who is this mob in the beginning of the story. But throughout the story, you may or may not discover a few things that I added for fun. 5 secrets. 5 little things like Easter eggs and clues. I love to add these little things into my stories that a reader may notice and wonder about, or even understand why I put it there, or they may not. It doesn't matter to me because I know that they're in there, and it makes me smile knowing that I put these little secrets in my stories, and I try to do that for every story I do. But for 30 Seconds, I was able to put quite a few of these in. So are you ready? 5 secrets. Number 1. I named 30 Seconds after my favorite rock band, 30 Seconds to Mars. I thought it was just perfect. I listened to their music while writing this story, and when a mob is after you, 30 seconds is really a long time, and a lot can happen in 30 seconds. So the title is just perfect. A lot happens in this story, maybe not every 30 seconds, but plenty happens. So 30 Seconds was just a perfect title. Secret number 2. My love for 30 Seconds to Mars runs deep. So deep, in fact, that I used the name for the frontman, Jared Leto, in my story for a character. I am not going to reveal who this character is because that is, in fact, a secret, but you can find out by reading 30 Seconds. All you have to do is look for the variation of the name Jared, a variation of the spelling. It's in there, and you might smile when you notice it. Secret number 3. My heroine, Dani Hart, has a fear of being in a car accident. This fear stems from my own fear that at the time, it was so fierce that I didn't even own a driver's license. I drive now, and I have actually gotten over my fear since then, but when I was writing 30 Seconds, I was not driving because my fear was so intense. So I gave that fear to Dani. Secret number 4. I'm going to read a little snippet from the story, and then I'll reveal the secret after. Dani scanned the books on a mahogany bookcase. Most of the titles were of crime novels and thrillers. She even spotted a few supernatural thrillers about a god and an angel. She took one off the shelf and flipped through it with a smile on her face. She hadn't expected this to be a part of Blake's reading collection. The supernatural thrillers that I mentioned, the series that he has on his bookcase, is actually one of my own. Back then, I considered them supernatural thrillers, but now I consider them urban fantasy. But they are about pretty much a god and an angel. I kind of changed their terms since then, but it's a reference to my unpublished series that I hope to publish and share one day. So one of my characters has my books on his bookcase. Why not, right? Secret number 5. I have to read another little excerpt to you, and then I'll reveal the secret after. After a couple of flips through the channels, Dani settled on a popular soap with a ridiculously unrealistic storyline. In spite of herself, it consumed her attention in no time. A psycho had kidnapped a pretty girl, and her hot boyfriend was coming to save her. The minutes were winding down, and her boyfriend was so close to where the kidnapper had stashed her. Dani was on the edge of her seat when breaking news interrupted the show with 5 minutes left to the end. Now, the secret behind that is what she was watching. She was actually watching a real soap opera and a real episode that I actually loved. So the soap she was watching, General Hospital. And the episode aired January 8th, 2010. And the episode was about Dante racing to save his girlfriend Lulu from Franco's trap. Franco was a demented artist played by James Franco. And the scene I remember at the end of this episode, the song Mad World by Adam Lambert, I just love his version, was playing, and we actually see two of the male characters, two of the leading male characters, rushing to save their loves, with a bomb ticking down. And at the end, we don't know if one of them or two of them or all of them are going to get killed by this bomb. It was an amazing episode. That scene was just chilling and exciting, and I still watch that scene and love it. So, yeah, she was actually watching a real episode of General Hospital. And you can actually go on YouTube and look up General Hospital 1-8-2010 episode and watch that scene with the Mad World song playing in the background that I was telling you about, and, experience it for yourself. I hope you enjoyed my 5 secrets, and maybe you'll even want to read 30 seconds, fingers crossed, to find those secrets and where I put them in the story. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.